everyone, I'm Sydnee Mayers, GPM for Managed Inference here at Crusoe. Welcome back to the AI Lab. Today, we're tackling a question I get from developers constantly. Should I run my model on serverless inference, or do I need a dedicated deployment? And the honest answer is that most people are asking the wrong question. If you're into technical deep dives like this, go ahead and like and subscribe to catch future videos. Here's where people get stuck. Serverless inference is cheap and instant. You hit an API and get tokens back. No infrastructure to manage. But it's a shared multi-tenant pool. So once your traffic scales up, or you're ready to put a fine-tuned model into production, that's your cue to move to a dedicated endpoint. Self-serve solves that. But a lot of developers assume dedicated capacity means a big commitment. So they either over-provision too early or stay on serverless past the point where it's still the right fit. Let's define our terms. Serverless inference means your requests are served from a shared pool of GPUs that Crusoe manages entirely. Scaling, routing, and uptime are on us. You pay per token. There's no reservation, and you can be live in seconds on a catalog of benchmarked models. It's built for workloads that are still exploratory, bursty, or don't have a stable traffic shape yet. Self-serve flips that model. You get a dedicated inference endpoint, actually sized to your workload shape. You choose your model, base or fine-tuned, and an optimization profile. Throughput for high-volume pipelines, responsiveness for latency-sensitive apps like a chat agent, or balanced if your traffic mixes both. Pricing shifts from per token to per GPU hour. So you're paying a flat, predictable rate for guaranteed capacity. And if you fine-tune that model with something like Crusoe serverless fine-tuning, deploying it to self-serve is one click from the same interface. No exporting waits, no replatforming, no new vendor to onboard. So here's the real trade-off. And it's not just one dial. Performance, cost, and predictability. All at once. Serverless is efficient because Crusoe pools demand across every customer, so you only pay for what you use. But sometimes the problem isn't speed, it's consistency. You're sharing that pool with everyone else. Self-serve trades that efficiency for control. Guaranteed capacity, consistent performance on every request, and model flexibility at a fixed hourly rate. The signal to move usually comes down to one of a few things. You're hitting a performance ceiling on serverless during peak hours. Your traffic depends on consistent performance for every request. Your sustained traffic has crossed the cost break-even point per token, or you're ready to put a fine-tuned model into production. This is exactly why Crusoe Managed Inference is built as 3 tiers instead of 1. Start on serverless with 0 setup and per token pricing. Move to self-serve when you need dedicated, predictable capacity with control over throughput and latency. And if your workload needs deep model-specific optimization, custom kernels, quantization, speculative decoding are tailored deployments. Bring in Crusoe's ML engineers directly, backed by an SLA. All 3 tiers share the same OpenAI-compatible API and the same performance engineering, powered by our memory alloy technology, which keeps memory persistent across nodes instead of redoing that work on every request. That's the engineering behind our #1 output speed on artificial analysis for Kimi K26. If you want to figure out which tier fits your workload, check the link in the description. Thanks for watching AI Lab, and we'll see you next time.